wasn't too bad for a tune I haven't played in like 10 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been a while on that one.
It's been a long
Dug deep
time on that one. Pipe Major Fuko throwing me a curveball. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Chan Rant Podcast. My name is Josh. With me, as always, is my bearded co-host, Mr. Andy Fuko.
That is I.
And if you didn't
Esquire,
know, Andy Fuko Esquire. And if you didn't know, I'm here to let you know that this is an explicit podcast, so you have 5 seconds to go listen to something that is less raunchy. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fudge.
I object. Fuck.
Do we have to be formal?
I don't know.
What is the language requirements here?
Dude, if I knew, I would make more money than I make right now.
Where's our judge?
Yeah, where is our judge? Our judge is in Australia sleeping. But listeners can review the show on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, wherever you get your podcasts. Take a screenshot of that review, send it to us, and we will send you a sticker. You can send us emails and voicemails. We play it on air. You can call in at 702-483-7762, which I've translated to 702 I've prob.
That's the best way to.
I was trying to come up with like a good acronym for that phone number, and didn't get one. But that's close. That's like kind of a word. It's almost.
It's something.
Yeah. You can like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or if you're Australian, Snapchat. Check out the Chanter Rant store at chanterrant.com. And this episode is brought to you by our patrons, those lovely folks who are watching us right now at patreon.com/chanterrant. We appreciate you. Thank you for keeping this light on. And we offer annual memberships for 10% off. Invite, share with your friends. Auto open.
Hey, Josh.
Yes, Fusco.
You know what really sticks a complaint in my Facebook page?
What is that?
When your followers know that you're about to go on trial, and then they just agitate the system even more right before this happens. Like just posting the most offensive shit on the day of.
Are you trying to say that the fire sale on who could be the most offensive may have hurt your case?
I'm saying it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good for me.
The prospects are... hold on. Let's shake the 8 ball. Prospects unlikely.
Yeah, this is going to be rough. But I like to think that I'm well prepared. I mean, probably not.
In
Chanterrant fashion.
I'm not prepared at all. The only thing that I have on my side is the righteous sword of justice.
Well, that's something.
Which is what I call my cock.
That's a great name for it.
Although on some days it's more the leftist short of justice. But, we'll get to that. All things will be revealed on episode 161 of the Chan Rant Podcast, which you're listening to right now. But before we get into the trial of the hashtag All the Six Facebook group, which is what everyone tuned in for, we've got some news and updates, as you know. Fusco, I did Pirate Fest this weekend.
Yeah, how'd that go? I remember. That's why we canceled last week, right? We didn't.
Yeah, I had to set up a booth. I had all this shit to do. It was a Pirate Fest, a.k.a. COVID Jamboree 2020, was super fun. I had plenty of people come up to my booth where I was shilling Highland Games flyers to tell me why I should take my mask off.
Yeah, so explain what Pirate Fest is first off.
So you know what, like a Ren Fair?
I do.
Do you know like a Highland Games?
Yep.
All right, all the assholes that don't get invited to either of those things, they do a Pirate Fest.
Right. Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's kind of where you get on that spectrum.
Do the Pirate Fest people? I mean, I know it's pirate themed, but do they get all the they get all the assholes with swords that this isn't a Ren Fair kind of thing, like from the wrong time periods and all that
I
kind
will
of stuff?
say this. So Pirate Fest in the past, and this is like way more background information than any of our audience needs. But in the past, it was a for-profit organization run by the people who do like the haunted houses here in Las Vegas, like all that kind of stuff. Now, I do like it significantly more now because the people who run it, it's a nonprofit. It's still like it's like a horse foundation thing, and I still think that some pockets are being fucking lined. But it's better. It's better than it used to be. At least it's like a nonprofit. It's mostly volunteers. It's a bit of a clusterfuck. Everyone was maskless the entire time and telling me that I didn't need to wear one. I was like, all right, that's great, Fauci. Like, hey, Captain Fauci, why don't you fuck off? And I'm just gonna wear my mask. It's not hurting you.
Yeah, like why do people? Well, this is all of life, not just mass.
It's like this is not hurting you. You just take the flyer and fuck off.
It's the same thing. When you comment on things on the internet, like you could just scroll by that Facebook thing and not be a shithead. You could just mind your business.
Or you're just bored. I guess
it's so obnoxious, man. But yes, yeah, people love to tell. I think about that all the time because I play out in public fairly often, and I wear a mask into churches and stuff. And those are the people that you would expect to kind of go that way. So I'm always waiting for somebody to say something to me, like, "Oh, you don't have to wear that here." Like, yeah,
I know.
I can do what I want, man.
I had so many people who are like, "Oh, like take that thing off," and I was like, "No, I'm good." Like, I'm good right now. I don't. Maybe I just don't want to smell your stink ass breath, bro. Yeah. Like, you don't know.
I mean, you and I are both fully vaccinated at this point. I mean, we haven't gone through our 2-week,
dude. And that was the thing for me. I already had my first shot by that point, so I'm 75%. That's better than body armor. Like that's a better percentage than Kevlar. So I'm like, I was feeling pretty bulletproof, but I'm representing my organization. We had very strict rules in place where it's like, hey, like we're not gonna be the ones to fuck it up for everybody else. So shots, no shots, wear a fucking mask, don't be a cunt.
Right. Yeah, I mean, bare minimum.
It wasn't hard. Yeah, I mean, I obviously choked to death because I was asphyxiated by my mask. Like it was such a nightmare. Like, no, fuck you. Like,
I mean, you're just standing there. It's not like it was that hot. You're just standing there
shilling flyers, man. Yeah, like it's not a big deal. Doesn't bother me. It just means I don't have to shave that day.
There you go. Do you shave ever anyway, though?
How would you know?
I mean, I wouldn't, but I'm just curious.
Yeah, beardo.
You don't have to show up for anything, so why bother?
Why fucking bother? But yeah, so that was Pirate Fest. It was a human health crisis wrapped up in a lot of fun because apparently Vegas is open now. Here we go.
It's getting dang close. It's going to be 100% in June 1st?
Yeah, I think that's when we're going to
full capacity. Hotels, pools are already open.
So I have a question because I asked you. I was like, "Hey, Fusco, what do you need me to get as far as booze is concerned for the episode today?" And you said you're not drinking. So are you doing like a sober thing? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm doing a 30-day.
Oh, nice, man.
I'm on the home stretch of my weight loss goal.
Well, and you were doing intermittent fasting for a while, right?
I still am. And it's intermittent fasting and calorie limits, essentially, and just trying to lose some weight. And, the home stretch started to hit a little bit of a plateau, a little bit of like, all right, Brad was like, hey, you'll really cut off some more weight if you quit drinking for a bit.
Don't drink.
This was, Brad's idea. Beer boy Brad, ironically enough. So I was like, yeah, it's not a bad idea, I guess. And he was also giving me a lot of shit for the episode 2 weeks ago where you outed me for drinking and driving. And so he was giving me a bunch of shit about that. And then, just a couple things added up. I'm like, I'll do it now. Why the fuck not?
I'm glad peer pressure has not only made you healthier, but made our community safer.
Well, the community of the 3 blocks that is
between
here, my
and
place, and the
Hunter's Tavern.
Exactly. So, yeah.
Cool,
so we'll see. I'm 2 weeks in right now. I just bored, basically. Nothing's going on.
Any good video games?
There's lots of great video games out there, let me tell you.
Like, what else do you do? It's like, what am I going to do if I'm not going out, I'm not drinking, I'm doing things? Like, I guess I'll play some video games.
I'm getting more work done, piping more often, stuff like that. That's about it. It's very boring otherwise.
That's awesome, man. So speaking of piping more often, you have an exclusive copy of our good friend Ross Miller's new book.
You could call it semi-exclusive in the sense that he did sign it. But,
he did sign it.
Camera's that way.
Yeah, camera's that way. But yeah, no, this thing's awesome.
So we even asked when we had Ross on, we were like, "Hey man, sign it for me or whatever." So he did, but he also sent me a card. I don't know if you saw this.
Oh yeah, no, I saw it on and it's like a
pointed penis. At first, I didn't know what it was. I thought it was scissors.
No, that's a cock.
I was like, oh okay, that's a penis.
Also, Ross, if yours looks like that, you should go to the doctor.
Big Ball Ross. That is not. I can't imagine. Remember his? Well, I don't know. Maybe in relation, the balls drawn on there are pretty. I don't know. So.
Was he looking down and just like?
I don't know what he was doing. But this is a lovely book, I tell you.
Dude, it looks so good. And most bagpipe things look like garbage.
Well, it depends on who produces it, but yeah, for the most part.
This thing looks amazing. I'm so stoked on this book.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Isla, when the Stout collection comes out, it better look at least as good or better.
What I know is it's the same typesetter, so I imagine her book will probably look similar. Not different pictures or whatever, but it's the same typesetter. So it'll be curious to see if hers is as nice as Ross's.
As nice as Ross's book, yeah, that'll be interesting. But yeah, sweet book, man. That thing looks awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Good job, Ross.
Go out and get it if you haven't got it at Ross Miller Music.
If it's still available, Ross Miller Music, and get the Roke collection. Roke as fuck. So, Scott.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you know this, but
probably
the Worlds is canceled.
Again?
Yet again.
Oh my god.
God, I almost feel like someone's vicious, cantankerous podcast called this like 18 months ago.
Well, I was gonna say, like, do you remember about a year ago? What is it, April? Like, people were like still hopeful that the Worlds last year was going to happen, like, oh, this will be over in a couple months. Like,
no, you dumb fucks.
And I thought so too. I'm like, oh, this isn't that big a deal. Like, I guess not.
I think, and here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. God bless the RSPBA for continuously proving me right, because nobody else does. So at least they're continuously proving me right when it comes to like, hey, everyone, just pay your money and we'll definitely have an event. And I'm like, no, they won't. Don't listen to them. And then they're like, no, they definitely will. Look at that. No fucking events. Like, no events. Some assholes paid their money anyway. Like, guys, you don't need this. You do not need this.
You had a Pirate Fest.
Yeah.
Or not you, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, what the difference between a Pirate Fest and a fucking major is very different. And guess what? True. I don't pay into to an association every year hoping they may have a Pirate Fest.
How many people go to Pirate Fest, do you think? I mean, I'm not a clue.
I've never been. I would say over the weekend, probably like 2,500.
Oh, okay. How many go to the Worlds? 10,000? I don't even know. I'm not a fucking clue.
Oh, tons. But at the same time, right? Like, you don't pay your dues in case they hold it.
Well, yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, look at our local situation, right? Like, Western United States Pipe Band Association, they waived fees because they were like, hey, we're not going to fucking have any contests, so if we're not providing a service, we're not going to charge you. RSPBA was like, hey, we're not going to provide a service, but we still need to get paychecks. So if you could just prepay, like, it is a matter of time. I give it until maybe July, where they're like, "Hey, time to pay your fees for 2023." Like,
did they ever end up? Because remember they tried to get it last year. Did they end up? What did they end up doing?
People paid.
They did?
Not. I don't think everybody paid.
Does anybody know it? That's in the UK in the chat. Did they end up ever making people pay or not? What did they do?
Dude, what are you paying for?
Well, nothing, because there's no contest. Because I think that's all they do.
You're paying to fucking cover the cost of the building.
Yeah, well, that too. But did you hear about what they did do recently? I can't remember if we talked about this, but oh fuck.
Hey, Bear.
Where there was they put it in their AGM or whatever to vote to.
Courtney.
She can't hear you, or she's ignoring you. Shall I continue? So they were going to vote on whether they were going to make bands that were out of, like, that hadn't paid in a while. Like, in order for them to join up, they're going to have to pay past dues up to.
That's fucking insanity.
Yeah. I believe it ended up getting voted down, but very, very closely. And it was like 10-9 or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but it was very close that it got voted down. But it was like people lost their shit when it was proposed.
It always comes down to your motive.
Like, what?
Why are you doing the job you do? Like, Fusco, you have a thankless fucking job when it comes to being pipe major.
Running a pipe band, yeah.
Yeah. So why do you do the job you do?
Because fuck me, I love it, I guess. I don't know.
I mean,
somebody's got to do it.
That's
there is a certain amount of love.
That's pretty much the answer, right? Like, same thing on most West Coast associations and bands is going to be like, well, why do you do the thankless, shitty job and pour so much of your time and energy into it? It's like, well, 'cause fucking one, I love it, and two, someone's got to fucking do it.
Somebody's gonna
I
do it.
don't. I don't sincerely think that they have that there
In the UK?
at the RSPBA specifically. I think that the
Oh, all the free volunteers do it because they love it. It's the paid
well,
guy.
that's the thing. Like I think that the community around piping and drumming is so incredibly strong in the UK. That's all well and good. That's like the volunteers, people that are on the ground doing shit, whatever. It's just like 12 folks that are greedy cunts that are ruining it for everybody. Like,
Well, I think only like 2 or 3 of them pay to, or get paid to do the job. I don't know. It's like the head guy and maybe a couple of the other guys.
yeah, and
I think they just pay them so they don't steal everything anyway, like in Australia where they just
like
steal
in
everything.
Australia where they just fucking take the money and
Take the money.
go
'cause-
on, take the money and run.
Yeah, man. It's wild.
I will just never understand that, like I think that eventually, and we harp on this all the time, eventually everyone's gonna have to go to a point where it's just like, hey, just do it because you want to do it.
Yeah, maybe. I
And
don't know.
stop trying to make it like your main source of income.
That doesn't get the Red Cross work done, though.
Well, nobody gets the Red Cross work done. George Bush hates black people.
Not touching that, man. We're already in enough trouble.
Hey, so Prince Philip Piper.
Speaking of, well, no.
Speaking of dead white cunts, Prince Philip Piper was really, really good.
Yeah, he was quite solid, which is nice to hear.
Just a normal, solid performance.
Yeah, I believe he was the pipe major of a military band of some sort or something. I forget exactly, but he was quite good, and that's nice change. Unlike over here, where
where you get a very prominent person dies and the piper shits the bed.
hey, well, Ronald Reagan's piper was good, I guess, and somebody else's, I don't know.
Ronald Reagan's piper was very okay. That's true.
Yeah, but this guy was amazing.
Not necessarily a John McCain piper.
No, no. 2 years later, we're still giving that guy shit.
Forever. We're forever giving him shit, and he deserves it. Don't get me wrong. He doesn't deserve to, end his piping career. He just, get better, dude. Like,
suck less, get
yeah,
better.
like
What's the saying?
there's plenty of video evidence of me sucking out there.
You could look at it every day on the 100-day challenge.
100-day challenge. 100-day challenge. Just watch me take shit from a bunch of nobodies all fucking day.
And Andrew Douglas.
Like I said, watch me take shit from a bunch of nobodies all fucking day.
What I find, do you want to talk about that? We can go down a side road.
Which
on that?
thing? Yeah, we can go down a side road. Yeah, I just wanted to shit on the John McCain piper again, and also give props to the Prince Philip Piper, who's just like a good, super normal level good piper.
Yeah, he was pretty good. Yeah, and
He didn't have to be Stu Little. He just
no
played
not at
the
all.
fucking tune and didn't fuck it up.
And played with good sound. That's all you need,
Yeah.
man. So sidebar, I thought you might want to also talk shit about Andrew Douglas for just because you always do. So might as well do
I
that.
will never pass up an opportunity to talk shit about Doogie.
So he is constantly giving you shit because you post videos of yourself at the 100-day challenge, which was, in my opinion, your mistake because you don't have to do that, but you chose to do it.
Yeah.
And so every day, well, I don't know if it's every time,
But
he does it quite
I've
often.
also inspired others to post videos. You see how I'm doing?
They've been doing that long before you, man. They've been posting videos in that thing for a long time. But you have inspired that one guy. I'll give you credit for that guy. He's like, hey, it's so cool to see people out here, blah, blah, blah.
Hey, fuck it up.
But yeah, Brad's been posting videos for fucking ever.
Get out there and fuck it up.
Yeah. So anyway, Andrew constantly, well, not constantly, every once in a while gives you shit about your form, which
Posture and form. You actually explained it better to me in the pre-show than he's ever been able to do it.
well, he's not going to do it online, I suspect. If you ever called him hey man, what's my problem? He would tell you directly, or showed up to his class. I'm sure he would tell you. But you're right. He just your hands. I don't know what he says, but your hands are too low and something else.
Nah.
Blow stick too long.
No,
whatever
you
it is.
explained it very well.
Yeah. And
So if you're a member of the Piper's Dojo, take Fusco's class, not
yeah,
Doogie's.
not Doogie's. Yeah, because I have the patience for beginners like Josh.
Yes, I've been a beginner for 20 years.
What I find funny about this though is how much pushback you constantly give Doogie about this. But the other thing that was funny is I don't remember, a couple of years ago, and you'll probably remember better than I because it was about you. Is
Well, because I'm younger and my mind works better.
Jack Lee said something to you about your form or something, your bag or something. Do you remember that? And then you were
yeah, but his thing was,
what was it? Your hand.
It was high hand doing fingertips.
Right. And you were like, fuck that.
I was not like, fuck that, dude.
Yes, you were.
When Uncle Jack tells you, you do it.
No, you push back.
Incorrect.
You definitely did. I remember having many conversations with you about this.
You remember this incorrectly.
No, I promise you. Because I was so flabbergasted. I'm like, all right, man. Like, Jack Lee's only... I remember saying this to you directly. Jack Lee's only the best piper in the world, but if you don't want to listen, that's cool.
You're thinking of somebody else.
No, it was you. I promise you.
I promise you the alternate. Like, trust me. He told me, he's like, hey, move your fingers back this much and do like this. Like, tilt your hand. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah. So...
I just nod and smile when it comes to Jack, when it comes to Seamus. I nod and smile, dude. I just do what they tell me.
Right. But after the fact, just like Doogie, you'll like fight, push back on it. You know, like,
well, Doogie,
what does Doogie know? He's only won the worlds. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah, thank God he played in a band that won the worlds.
Yeah. He's done everything that can be done for the most part.
Yeah, well, and guess what? Hands too low isn't quite the same as what Jack and Seamus and other people have told me. Blow stick too long ain't really giving me a lot of help.
Yeah, it is. Shorten your blow stick, and then your hands will be up higher.
Trust me, it doesn't go any shorter. I tried. I had to bend it.
Well, I mean, get a new one that does it. You know, you have to find.
I need one that's like this long.
The trick, though, is it takes lots of time. Like, it took me years of constantly dicking around with it. Like, move it in, move it out, move it in, move it out. Like, oh, that's right. Nope, that's wrong.
It took me 30 days.
So, I mean, yeah, but people kept harassing you. Like, this was me figuring it out on my own long before Doogie that I was ever involved with anything like that. And Seamus never talked about stuff like that. He was like, play a giant fucking not a hide bag, sheepskin bag. That's all he cared about. Put the fucking t-shirt on it.
Put the wet t-shirt. Wet t-shirt.
Put the wet t-shirt on the fucking bag. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know why, but okay. Yeah, that's all he talked about. And then, but my blow stick was way too long. I did the whole neck twist. Nobody ever talked to me about that.
Don't get me wrong. I will not dispute that I am a difficult bastard, but I will dispute that. When we were at Mount Charleston with Uncle Jack, I just nodded. I was like, all right, yeah, let's whatever you fucking say, boss. I don't give a fuck.
Right, but the question is,
I'm a blunt instrument. I'm just like, all right, you want me to go that way? Cool. You want me to do this? Cool.
Right. You don't argue with people in the moment. You just talk to me about it after the fact. I'm like, I remember having a very clear discussion about it. Like, but it's neither here nor there. It's the same thing with Doogie, or any of this. It's not an uncommon thing for people to. I mean, people resist change because it's the way they've always done it. I get it. Whatever. Everybody does that. You know,
I'm just assuming that my tone and note navigation and execution is perfect because all I ever get is shit on posture.
I can imagine he doesn't listen to it.
I'm assuming that I must be it must sound brilliant because all I get is criticism on posture.
Well, he's probably spending all 2 seconds. Oh, done. I mean, he looks at your posture just to give you shit. I don't know. He's never brought it up.
Oh, no, he does. I talked to him about it. And he's like, yeah, the way I see it, I have like 90 more days. This is like 10 days in. He's like, yeah, like the way I see it, I have 90 more days to give you shit. And I was like, fair.
Well, now that he knows it gets to you, like, but what's funny is the other people that do it now, the only one I know of is this guy, John. If there's
that was only early. I haven't seen
once.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything for a while.
Okay.
So either I improved or John got scared because we talked about him on the podcast.
I'm sure he doesn't listen. There's no way. I mean, maybe, but maybe he just said it once and left it alone. I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. Here's the other thing that's funny is again, we talked about this earlier. Is like people that who okay, I get it, Doogie. You're going through the dojo process. Like he's the head master, if you will. I get him saying something to a student, right? It's all the other random people. It's like, why would you say anything to anybody?
But that's also like part of like you mentioned earlier, the 100-day challenge. You do not have to like post a video. You don't have to post audio. You don't have to post anything.
Just
all you gotta do is say, hey, I
played today. That's it.
I played today. The reason that I wanted to do it the way that I'm currently doing it is because I'm like, yeah, like let's get pokes. Like, why not? Like, let's put things out there and have people be like, oh, this is not this. This is not this. The beauty of the internet, aside from like trolls and shit like that, is like you'll get the opinions of people who you would never encounter in everyday life.
Right. Whether you want it or not.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
You get lots of
like
opinions.
everyone's invincible, right? And so the thing that I've been trying to do with posting the video every day is like, dude, come at me. Come at me with good advice. come at me with shit advice. But if you're coming at me, at least we're engaging. We're doing something. It's constructive. I mean, it's more constructive in the comment section of a daily 100-day challenge post than it is like me sitting through Zoom practice listening to people fiddly fuck through the 2-4 for the 700th time over 5 years.
Right. Yeah.
So at least there's like something there. There's meat.
Yeah, but I mean, does meat matter if it's people you don't respect or won't listen to anyway? Well, I mean, why is that important?
I'll happily listen to people. And dude, let me tell you what. There's nothing that makes me.
Did you listen to John Holcomb?
There's nothing that puckers my butthole more than when I put that camera on that tripod and go to try to record shit that if I was just me jamming along. Well, no worries.
That is the point of the case. It does help. Yeah.
Me jamming along, no worries. I wouldn't have a care in the fucking world. And then I put that fucking camera on, I'm like, Doogie's gonna bitch that my left shoulder's too high. So so's gonna bitch that I fucking missed this E-doubling. Like, that's what you need. It's that added pressure.
Sure. Yeah. But the pressure of the camera is pressure on yourself because you know what's coming. I mean, you're doing it.
Yeah.
And that's the secret behind the Get Better at Performing course at the dojo is essentially the video camera or audio. It doesn't have to be video.
Speaking of which, you can get a $1 premium test drive at channelrant.com/suckless. Channelrant.com/suckless for your $1 Dojo premium test drive.
And take my class, not Doogie's, apparently.
Yeah, because Fusco's better at explaining things.
But so, well, I've had years to learn how to explain things to simpletons.
But I also I had people ask me like, "Are you really doing like from the super basic intro to chanter and bagpipes course?" I was like, "Yeah, I am." And it's not that I like need to know how to sound a low G, but the way that things are explained helps me explain it to other people. Because I was always the person when I was teaching that would be like, "Just do this." Like, why the fuck? Just do this. Why are you not doing this? So it's been very helpful to me as a potential future educator of the bagpipe to go through all that stuff and kind of put more tools in my toolbox of how to explain bagpipe concepts to people who, like most people, don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when I'm saying just do this.
Right, sure. Yeah, no, a lot of the things that I learned how to explain is from watching or listening to teachers, not necessarily music teachers, any kind. There's a guy that I listen to his podcast who's a drummer, drum set player, not even metal. He's just a drum set player, good teacher. I love the way he explains things. So I just listened to his podcast for years and stuff, and his on videos and stuff. And it's like I pick up so much from him just in his presentation, and it has nothing to do with pipes. And there's certain pipe teachers that are good at that too. So the dojo does a lot of that, and that's why I like Andrew's method is because it's so specific and objective. But as opposed to, the Ian Whitelaws of the world, like, hold that longer. No, too long. Like, what the fuck? What does that mean? Like, I don't understand.
Throw.
Like, blow hard. Like, the typical thing. Like,
and here's my chanter going across the room.
Yeah, you're blowing like a cunt. Like, or whatever.
That doesn't really help. Yeah.
Like, you're not helping me, bro. But so I want to take a step back to the internet troll and commenters online and stuff, right? So another thing that happened this week that sort of in the vein of what you're talking about is we haven't really talked about her much, but there's the girl online, Allie Crowley Duncan, who posts videos and stuff.
She's a hashtag MacLellan family.
Correct. Yes, she's playing the chanter, I believe, for sure. I don't think she plays her pipes, but anyway.
God, we gotta get her on the show. She's really good.
She's a really good player, and so there's a little bit of a backstory here, and I don't know her at all, but she used to play with Doogie and Oren Moore or something. She used to play in those bands or something. But anyway, and she's from upstate New York. And this week, she had posted a video, maybe it was last week now, of her responding to a troll, right? So, and I felt for the first time bad for her. I don't really love her videos. I think she's a little overdramatic, and she's kind of creating more issues than she needs to, but young girl, whatever, that's typical. So, but this week I felt bad for her. Normally I don't. And she had apparently gotten some remarks about her playing, like, oh, well, if you can do this, play, can you play the third part of Susan McLeod? So she posted a video of her playing Susan McLeod, which was great. She played it great. And what made me feel bad for her is, like, I could see it in her eyes. I could see the defeat in her eyes. Like, she's she bit, and she started going
bit
down
the
the
hook
road
of an internet troll.
of a troll, and she's just getting defeated.
I would have just been like, yeah, Pipe Master 69. I can play it. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, but like she's only making it worse. People are going to start hitting her harder because she's responding to them. And granted, she can play, so whatever. Yeah. Great.
Well, yeah. I mean,
we know that.
I've seen her videos. She's a good player.
Yeah. So it's like, boy, this is going to go the wrong way for her, I think. But at least she can play. We'll give her that. So unlike
random things. Store embroidered Channer hat and beanie Dirtbag Olympics Part 5. Channerhat.com/dirtbag. Submit your stories for Dirtbag Olympics.
Yeah, we need more. It's going to be just you and it's going to be a few stories and then a bunch of you and
I. Do you need to take a break?
No,
because we're ready for the trial.
Oh, are we? Hold on, we got through.
So for those of you who have been following along, we're doing the trial of the #AllOfThe6 Facebook group today.
Yeah, this is going to be
the judge is Aussie, and she will not be chiming in until later.
Correct. She'll have a week to deliberate.
She'll have some time to review the arguments
because she can't be here today. So we're gonna let her listen after the fact and make a decision, and we will reveal.
But that's why
that's
why your prosecution and defense are dressed so handsomely. Although maybe we should just suit up every time.
No, I'd rather not. I haven't worn this suit in 10 years, as you can tell by the style. But it's from my old banking days. I can almost fit in it. I can't fit in the pants, so in case you haven't noticed, I'm wearing shorts underneath.
You were a lot smaller back then. I remember those days.
Yeah, those were the good old days. But let's take a break so we can play the commercial, and then we can come back and do this thing.
Happily, this episode of the Channer Podcast is brought to you by the following sponsor. This episode of the Channer Podcast is brought to you by MacLellan Bagpipes, proudly made in North America by artesian bagpipe maker Roddy MacLellan from Eust, Scotland. At MacLellan Bagpipes, they don't strive to be the biggest, fastest, or the cheapest. They do, however, meticulously craft a small number of the best-sounding and most beautiful-looking bagpipes in the world since their beginning in 1988. Over the years, MacLellan Bagpipes has established a solid reputation for rich, warm, and stable tone, created with incredible craftsmanship and instruments of heirloom quality and unparalleled beauty. Head to BespokeBagpipes.com to learn more about their innovations like the new Elevation Chanter, which features a lower-pitched richness inspired by the classic top hand of older chanters and sustainable solutions like the Revelation Bagpipe, a Delrin instrument featuring bores lined with a cellulose polymer sleeve giving you the structural benefits of a Delrin instrument while maintaining a refined wood-like sound. Check out MacLellan Bagpipes' diverse line of instruments and learn more about their restoration work on vintage bagpipes by visiting their website at BespokeBagpipes.com. MacLellan Bagpipes, born in Scotland, made in the USA. In the Channer justice system, internet troll-based offenses are considered especially heinous. At Channer headquarters, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Get Fucked Unit. These are their stories. All right. I'd like to welcome you all to the trial of the #AllOfThe6 Facebook group. Defending these heinous internet trolls is Mr. Andy Fusco, Esquire.
F. Lee Fusco. I am here for the defense, Your Honor.
And the prosecution of these internet trolls will be done by yours truly, Mr. Jersh McInerney.
Did you ever earn your esquireship?
We'll settle that in the court of law.
We're about to find out. All right, I'm very excited
Would
about
the would the defense like first shot at opening argument?
this. No, it always starts with the prosecution. You have to present your case. I am just
Perfectly.
defending.
So we are here. We are gathered here today in unholy nonsense because the All of the Six Facebook group has not only violated the community standards of Facebook, the least righteous program on the market, and the most unholy creature ever to exist, but it's also violated the fabric of our lives. I appreciate a good chuckle as much as the next. But the 3 cardinal rules of the All of the Six Facebook group are as such. Oh, I have to refresh.
Sorry, take your time. This is government work after all.
Rule number 1. Don't be a cunt. Rule number 2. Invite a friend. And rule number 3. Leave Adele alone. This group was created under these simple principles. Not necessarily a bill of rights, but a bill of don't be a dickhead. And these sacrosanct values have been violated time and time again. And therefore, I move the court to nuke the All of the Six Facebook group. That is the end of my opening statement.
By nuke, you just mean delete it, just to be clear. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Delete.
Mr. Fusco for the defense? Yes, Your Honor. I am here. I will present my opening argument. I want to start by saying that all of the Six community is a very tight-knit community. We all have come together under the presupposition... Presumption and presupposition that we're all dickheads in this together. That is why we came together in the first place, is to share a general appreciation for the disturbed life of pipe bands, right? So many of the followers, which we intended when we first created this group to bring together onto this Facebook page, was to share our thoughts and dreams and hopes as a pipe band community. Now, is it their fault that we misunderstood what was going to happen? No. I argue we created something. We keep strong management and eyes on that something. And in the end, I intend to prove that we are better off with these lunatics corralled in one place that we can actually keep an eye on them. Because when we let them off the reservation, if you will, bad things happen. But I also intend to prove that the sharing of meme life is a human right that we all deserve, and that all of our 6 followers...
Fusco's like, if the meme fits, you must don't fit, you must quit.
Exactly. Meme life is important for humanity, I believe. And the darker the meme, usually the funnier, but also the more we reveal about ourselves as a culture. And I like to argue that I'm okay with a dark culture, a metal culture, if you will. So, anyway,
interesting points.
Yes. So I have lots of presentation for you, but let's move forward with the next part.
Happily. Would you like to begin, or would you like me to begin?
I would like to know what we are being accused of first.
The All of the Six Facebook group is hereby accused of harboring internet trolls. People who, all memes aside, will gang up in huge fashions without, and not just gang up anonymously without putting their necks on the line. And that is not the Chanarant way. The Chanarant way.
Do you have a specific example of this?
Happily, yeah. 700 comments on a fucking Snake Charmer video. Chanarant way is you call shit out when it's horrible, and you're a bit of a dick about it, and that's okay. But your name's on that. You account for that comment. We have never been anonymous.
Oh, we're not that good.
It's always been like, hey, like I heard you call me an asshole. It's like, yeah, because you're being a fucking asshole. Or maybe I was wrong. Sometimes that happens too. So creating a den of internet trolls that is mostly anonymous, I'm not okay with. I don't think that's with our brand.
So what happens on all of the 6 Facebook is trolling, you think?
Well, it's a lot of memes, but it's also a lot of people who then gang up to troll. Yes.
So what came first, the meme or the troll?
Doesn't matter.
I think so.
Which part do you think is pure, and how do you purge the part that you think is impure?
I would stand to argue that the trolls have nothing to do with the memes, and one does not overly excite the others to action per se. So the joy of the all of the 6 group, if you will, on Facebook, is the sharing of.
Is that where it is? Is it on Facebook?
I assume so. Is the sharing of humorous things on the regular. That's probably the biggest thing that happens there. Usually sick and twisted, but sometimes just funny, whatever. But it's basically a lot of meme sharing. The argument then is, do the trolls come out and play on the real internet, on the real Facebook? And are they
come out and play? Yeah.
And are they taken to action through the Facebook group? I've seen no evidence that they've been brought to action through the Facebook group.
Interesting.
So so thus what I'm saying is one has nothing to do with the other. And part 2 of that is,
do we have to hit the bell every time you say thus?
Sure. But if we take down the all of the 6 group, do you think the trolls would not exist? Would they go away?
I don't.
And would it matter? Is it still going to be associated to us regardless?
May I present my counter argument?
Absolutely.
If we take it down, it will not eliminate trolls. Because nothing eliminates trolls on the internet. That's the internet. Would it distance ourselves from these trolls? Yes, potentially.
To who?
What do you mean to who?
Who's going to not associate comments because of the Facebook group? So let's say somebody goes into what's her name, the chick from California, I can't think of her name, and comments on stuff and puts all hashtag one of the 6 or whatever. That exists. Hashtag will never go away, right? But you can make the all of the 6 go away. But is that going to disassociate when one of those people goes onto a Facebook page and starts harassing, if you will, by, you shouldn't do this, stop posting videos, hashtag all of one of the 6 or whatever it is. So is that going to change because we bring down the all of 6 group? Oh,
not in a million years.
So then why bother? What's the point? How does that help our situation if we bring it down? How does that help disassociate our influence on these people? If that's true, then we should nuke the whole podcast, because we have brought these people to action just by existing and creating an outlet of assholery, right? Through 161 episodes.
But also, how many people listen to the podcast, right? Like we have like 600 downloads per episode.
Yeah, on average.
Something like that. We do not have 600 people in all of the 6.
Correct. Maybe 100 in there or something.
You're creating a funnel. Well, I say I made it, so it's my fault. The Facebook group. I made the Facebook group. It's my own fault. Trust me, I'm aware.
Right.
You're making a funnel for just the the cream to rise to the top if the cream was poison. And don't get me wrong.
I still see no proof of association between what happens on all the 6 Facebook groups and then what you're offended by.
Don't get me wrong. I love our fans, but the thing that I will always stand by, and one of the few things that I think our fans are trying to slowly learn is like, don't get me wrong, I'll tell you your shit. And then I will be like, hey, I'm Josh McEachern. This is me telling you that you're shit. Cool. As soon as you have people using fucking pseudonyms, as soon as you have people who are like just kind of emboldened by this idea of like, oh, well, there's all these other internet trolls that'll back me. Don't rely on that. Like, just fucking, hey, if something's shit, call it shit and put your name on it and be like, hey, right, here's this thing. This is shit. Fuck you.
Right. Okay. So
I don't think that it creates what we want as far as a Chanarant brand is concerned. Because the brand for us is like, hey, we're going to tell you suck, and here's who you call.
Okay. Well, I have 2 questions for you then. One, what did you hope to achieve by creating that in the first place?
The Facebook group?
Yeah.
God, mostly I wanted people to recommend guests.
Okay. What else? Anything else that you
No,
foresaw?
I was just looking for guest ideas.
Why wasn't that in the rules? Or suggestions, or what is this channel for?
Well, you bring up some interesting points, because one, you know me, I hate Facebook.
Sure.
But, I mean, even with our basic rules, right? Which are rule number 1 through 3, go.
Don't be a cunt.
And
I don't remember 2, and 3 was leave Adele alone. But I don't remember number 2.
Well, and the thing that I don't remember if it's 1 or 2, but the rule was you can take as many shots at me and Andy as you want. Take shots at us all fucking day, because we put ourselves out there. That's what we're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
But you got people fucking editing like dildo things into the snake charmer bagpiper. That's not cool.
Why?
Because it's not you or me.
What does that have to do with anything?
If it was someone editing a dildo in a picture of you or me, totally. Because we're free game. We put ourselves out there.
Okay. I argue that anybody that puts themselves on the internet is putting themselves out there, just like anybody on Earth.
Yeah, but I also don't have to support a community that does just fucking hit jobs, right? Like, is that what we want to be as the Chanarant podcast?
Well, that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of.
I'm turning this around. I'm asking you.
Yes.
I'm asking you, is that what you want to do? You want to do like hit jobs on people?
No, it's not. It has nothing to do with hit jobs. This was a privately shared Photoshop job to a group of people that would find it funny, that it's not on public and not harassing anybody directly. So, isn't that the intent? What if your intent was to ask for guests, then you should have said that, and you didn't. So, if it turned into something you couldn't control,
oh, it certainly did.
Okay, fine, but my question is, what happens in there that you're so offended by, that translates into action on the outside of that? I still see no evidence of that happening other than people sharing funny whatever memes or whatever they think is funny or depraved because everybody keeps trying to outdo each other with the depravity, it seems. But I think you're vastly deluding yourself if you don't think that the podcast itself that we created is exactly what this is. We do the same thing. We make sexual humor all the time. I degrade women all the time. You white knight yourself all the time as it comes to women, but okay, whatever. But you
Dude,
shit on.
I don't fucking do anything.
You shit on, like, I don't know. Your thing is other what do you call it? Like Highland Games organizers or people in the community, pipe band community, that are kind of dickheads. Like that's what you tend to go after or whatever. Like the podcast is not any different than the Facebook group, other than it's a smaller group of people that share a similar interest.
Do you ever worry that it, kind of incubates like a less pipe worldly mentality? I mean, for us, we always talk about like, hey, pipe band community is the best community you can be in. You'll travel the world. You'll see other people. You'll meet new people. By being in pipe bands, this is what you get. Do you think that we're promoting like the best or the worst?
On the podcast?
No, on the Facebook group.
I would argue that they're one and the same.
But they're not one and the same.
They are. We do the same thing here. We do it on a weekly basis where we shit on people or promote that same attitude. There's not a lot. I see very little difference between what we do here on a weekly basis and what happens on the Facebook group. So I still don't know what the sharing of memes, how that activates, if you will, like a terror cell or whatever. I see no... It's the same people that are doing it, but are they going to do it regardless? Would they do it regardless? And do you think that our fail of the week and the things we do here where we call out bad piping would be any less activating than people sharing memes on the internet and somebody saying something on, like, hey, check this, whatever, the Indian chick out and how terrible this video is? Does that activate people, or does it just get them a private place to talk about it? Because most people in the past, we've done it publicly, like on like our public Facebook or whatever the fuck else we've got. So what, I still don't see the difference. Like we do that. So are we going to change our whole, are you proposing that we change our whole mentality on the podcast as well? Because we're doing the same thing here.
Interesting. No, I wouldn't propose we change our mentality on the podcast.
So, okay. So then what's the difference other than you hate Facebook and that's...
I would say the difference for me comes into like association.
Mm-hmm.
Largely. You know me. I have a good idea of what I want things to mean pretty much at all times.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel like that Facebook group currently represents what we're trying to mean.
But nobody knows about it except for us and the people in it.
Yeah, but it's also like radicalizing, which is not great. Like, I would much rather nuke the Facebook group and have all those people just go practice.
That's not going to happen, though. You realize, okay, so here's another argument. You realize that if we set those people free, then they're just going to do their own thing amongst themselves.
That's okay, as long as it doesn't say, as long as it's not
they're going to associate to us. You think Rob MacLellan isn't going to be like, hey, you suck, stop posting videos, #1of the6, because the Facebook group doesn't exist? Or whoever, or Stefan, or
yeah, but
James, or whoever the
fuck. You have
fuck.
to keep in mind, like, there's mitigating circumstances, right? Like, yeah, will it fix the problem? No. Can you at least not be associated with the problem? Yes. And even if someone's like, well, this person told me to go fuck myself on a video and said #1 of the 6, all right, I don't control that. Like, this is something. This is an actionable item.
That does absolutely nothing.
Okay, well then why keep it if it does nothing to get rid of it?
No. Killing it does nothing towards what you're hoping to achieve.
So why worry?
Because it's a place for us to enjoy ourselves and have fun. The people that are in there that share it enjoy each other's company, if you will, and the memes that they share. I mean, there's a lot of members of a couple of them, but like Facebook groups, if you will, or whatever, that share horrible memes. And there's some really, really, really bad ones out there. Ours doesn't even touch that. And I thought it did for a while. And I was like, oh, then I got into the real ones. I'm like, oh my God. But then there's the argument, okay, let's assume that the content itself is questionable, right? Is there any harsher judge of that than what Facebook and Twitter already has set up to do? I mean, we don't have a Twitter, but like these social media groups police themselves. So why do we need to police them more or not have it? Let Facebook take down what it wants to, which it does very quickly, and what they deem appropriate, I'm okay with. Like, why do we have to over police it, I suppose?
Because we're better than them.
Says who?
Says us.
I disagree. I don't think I'm better than the incredible amount of intelligent people that work at a social media firm like Facebook, and the work and effort they put into keeping.
Would you be willing to consider the fact that your standards are higher?
No. Standards for what? I have a vastly different standard of what I find offensive, apparently, than you.
Well, it's not about...
And again, are we talking about it being offensive, or are we talking about it creating an action outside of the group? Because there's proof to me that there's been any action done outside of the group, specifically the Facebook group, that wouldn't have happened if the Chanarant podcast didn't exist.
Would you consider some of the actions to be representative?
It doesn't matter. Would it happen regardless? Yes.
Well, yeah. Whether or not it's going to happen regardless is not my issue.
Then you have no argument.
Yeah, except for the fact that what's it representing, right? Like, okay, an action, if I do nothing, it'll happen anyway. But if I do something, it's representative of me.
So this is about you feeling like you've done something.
No, this is about the fact that we don't want that shit blowing back on Chanarant.
And you don't think it would?
If it happens fucking otherwise, guess what? If it's a Chanarant run group page called #AllOfThe6, it's a different animal. Then just like let's say they all get together and make a Filthy Pipe Band memes Facebook group. Cool. Do it. Go. Send. Have fun. That doesn't blow back on me.
Because it's a fan page, or if you will.
Because it has nothing to do with us.
But it does. It's the same people.
If I change the name of all of the 6 to Filthy Pipe Band memes and then removed us as admins and put fucking Rob MacLellan in charge, that's a different thing. I don't have to worry about that thing. That thing's it's not gonna be very different. I'm just healthily removed.
I don't know why you worry about it now. What happens there that you worry about?
Well, because we're making a trial of the 6 episode right now. That's what we're doing.
No, right. That's not my question. So,
I don't think that it's represented. I don't think it's representing what we want. I do not think that the All of the 6 Facebook group, and I apologize to all of you who are watching right now that are patrons, is representative of how we do Chanarant and how we put ourselves out there, and how anytime we fuck up, it's you or me. Anytime that we say something horrible, it's you or me, and we own it. This is creating this level of anonymity that other people feel like they can rant
Isn't that what we wanted when we created the
No.
podcast?
No.
Yes, it is. It's 100%.
We've always been of a mind that is, guess what? If you got a problem, here's who you call. Or here's who you call. You said this, here's how you get a hold of Andy Fusco. I said this is how you get a hold of Josh McGregor. That's been our fucking thing, man. The only reason that we've survived this long is because we fucking put up or shut up. Always. You got fucking 50 people on Facebook nitpicking and just dousing themselves in anonymity. That's not what the Chanarant
Who's
brand
anonymous?
is about.
Who's They're all. We all know who they are. There's no. James is James, and Stefan is Stefan, and Rob is Rob. Sue is Sue. They all posted their own names on these things. When Rob got blocked, then he went to his secondary account,
Which is what now?
Rooster Cockburn, right?
Yeah.
That's his. Yeah, but we all know who it is, right? nobody's unaware of this fact, right? So, but a couple things. One, the California girl, when she posted that video and about looked like she was on a fucking acid trip, and people started harassing her. Rob and Sue were all over that in their own names and were arguing with people online, just like everybody else does on Facebook. Rob never went underground until they got blocked, but if you go and look at it, it was when they posted to it, it was hashtag one of the six. It wasn't hashtag all of the six. So that's something we said since like episode 2 is one of the six. So guess what? We're associated no matter what. If we have a fail of the week and essentially if you're saying the all of the six is bad, then we have to eliminate fail of the week. We have to eliminate all negativity on the podcast to do what you want to do.
You're stretching that way beyond.
How? We're doing the same thing here by we're getting people riled up about negative stuff piping wise by playing anything that's bad on the show or on YouTube or whatever. Like if we played if we're doing a YouTube thing, we do win of the week and fail of the week.
Yeah, and when
then somebody sees it on YouTube and goes and messages to that person like, "Don't do this." It's the same fucking thing. So when somebody posts all the six, here's her latest video, it's crap. I would argue that 90% of the people get it out of their system privately, except for a few who go over to a public place and harass them, but they're going to do it anyway. So I would argue that by having a place for them to rant about it, most of these people get it out of their system and just leave it alone. There's, of course, occasional exceptions where people either go too far, threaten violence or something of that nature. But they're going to do that anyway. Like when they see that video, we've already riled them up by having a show. We've riled people up since day one. The fact that people can come at us, they can come at Rob online. Everybody knows who he is. He's not afraid of them. None of these people are afraid of anybody. Like, let them do it. Let them handle themselves. Why
is that what you want it to be?
The All of the Six group is not what I. It's not what I don't want it to be. Let's put it that way.
Well, I'm saying like when you think about all right, Chanarant is what you want to be, like this cabal of internet trolls.
That's not what it is. It's not intentional, but it happened. Regardless, like
well, that's what I'm saying.
I
didn't ask you whether or not it was intentional. I asked, is that what you want it to be?
I'm okay with the results of whatever happens. Yes. So, unless we cancel the show, like that's going to happen. So we could certainly go that route and dismantle it. But it's the same argument. All the six and the show are basically the same group of people. It's the same. They're just slightly more interactive, if you will. Right? So it's the same people that are on our chat and YouTube. It's the same people that sort of were probably on that private group we used to have with just the people that have ever been on the show, stuff like that, as that group. This is just more of the public people that we don't have on the show, but that are hardcore fans, if you will. And they have a place to like talk to each other, and meet other people that are sick and twisted fans of the show. I see no proof that it creates action items on anybody's part to do that we don't already do here. There's no additional action taken from the All of the Six group.
And
versus what we do here. So I have to answer your original question, we knew what we were getting into when we created this. We knew it on day 1 or 2 when we were just shitting on what I don't even remember. It's been so long, but we were definitely coming out negative. That was the whole point. It was us to rant about our own experiences in pipe band and just whatever's going out in the world. You know, RSPBA, which you brought up today, like we shit on those guys constantly, or whoever, like the associations and all the various things that have ever happened, Voldemort and all. I mean, lots of negative shit has happened because of the show, because of things that happened at a Highland Games, not because of anything that's happened on all of the 6 Facebook group. Like, I see no reasonable or no reason to change that, because I don't think it's creating anything extra that we haven't already created ourselves just by being ourselves. That's kind of the whole thing of it. Like, I mean, there's a few other possible arguments, I suppose, but you know, but you seem to only be if the thing that's. Tell me if there's more than this. The only thing I think that I'm hearing that you say is you don't want to associate with internet trolls, and you associate the internet trolls to the All of the 6 group. That's the only thing that offends is the wrong word, but you have a problem with, I guess. Is that correct?
Does create an issue.
Is that correct? That's your main only issue. Is that correct?
No.
What other issues do you have with it?
Oh, it's a culture of horrific. Like, don't get me wrong. It's one thing that's all you're painting this picture, right? Of, oh well, you know, it's a lot of people who listen to the show that want to share pipe band memes, and that's what we do. We share pipe band memes, and yeah, sometimes it's fucked up. Blah 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 blah. 100% incorrect.
I never said they share pipe band memes. I said they share memes of a sick and twisted nature. That's the nature of our audience. People that gravitate to that.
So would you argue that the most important part of this group staying together is their pipe band affiliation or their love of horrific memes?
Repeat the question.
Would you say that the most important thing keeping these people together is their love of pipe band culture or their love of horrific memes?
Of this group of people, it's a certain sense of humor keeping them together.
That's okay, and I love dark humor. I love horrific memes. I'm totally fine with this. I need it to be 2 steps to the left.
What does that mean?
Of just like, hey, guess what? You want to have a filthy meme page? Absolutely cool. If it has nothing to do with what we do on the Chanaran podcast, why have it even remotely appear to be associated with us in any fashion? I am happy to take a plea deal and make Rob MacLellan the fucking admin and change the name of the Facebook group. And remove all the Chanarant branding and shit and just be like, all right, fucking party on. You have your filthy corner of the internet. Enjoy it. It doesn't hurt me as Chanarant to just kind of let that ship sail.
So you would rather I don't want to say this. I don't think it's going to upset them. I don't know the right way to say this, but however many people are in that group, you'd rather disband that and sort of take a position against the people that support you versus the 3 random people that they sometimes go after random.
That was a very, very manipulative way to state that. No.
We're in a fucking court.
So
of course.
So what I would rather do. So let's say that your argument has merit.
Which one?
And this is a space for people of a certain humor to indulge in their certain humor. I'm also of that humor. I love that shit. Like, but I cannot have that associated with a larger brand that is Chanarant. So what I'm offering is, guess what? I won't nuke the group. I won't disband the group. I will make you sick fuckers in charge of it, and then just remove all Chanarant branding, and you can make it whatever you want it to be. Could be filthy pipe band memes or just filthy memes, or I don't give a shit. But all of the 6, I'm going to take that away. I will remove that protection.
Well, first of all, what do you mean? You'll remove which protection? Sorry.
The Chanarant brand I would remove. But you're saying that you want a place for people to enjoy filthy memes together, right?
That's one part of what brings us together.
Okay, so I will change nothing else except for 1, won't be an admin. 2, no Chanarant branding, and it could still exist. It could just be something else.
Well, isn't our judge the decider of this?
Sort of.
So this is all a sham. So you're going to do whatever you want to do anyway because fuck us. I have a witness on the phone.
It's Stefan. Yeah, I got him. I don't think I'll be able to get him into the live stream.
What?
Just have him talk for
Oh,
the
no, he's
podcast.
He's not doing video anyway.
He's just doing audio.
Fuck.
He's just doing audio. So
I said you want fucking video, and he said no.
well, you could do video. You said you didn't want to.
Well,
it's 2 in the morning or some shit.
Yeah, 20 past 2 in the morning.
How you doing, brother?
Can the live stream hear
I'm
you?
good, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, they can hear.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so... Oh, I won't bring it through now. In regards to your fucking plea deal there, I would rather guide my granddad into my sister than fucking accept that.
So you would rather I nuked it than give you the reins?
Well, no, I don't see why you're trying to nuke it. That's fucking disgusting that you're trying to nuke it. There's no reason to try and nuke it.
Yeah, but would you rather I give you the reins, or would you rather I nuked it?
Yeah, but what you're saying on nuking it there, you're going, oh, well, we're all trolls. Do you know what? I've never gone outside the group and trolled anyone else in the pipe band community whatsoever. But just because one person's done it, then that means we're all done it.
Yeah.
We're not all that bad.
Guilt by association, apparently.
And then what I found out having 3 kids as well is once they're born, you realise, fuck, they're assholes. You can't abort them when they're born, mate. You know what I mean? You're not allowed to do that shit. It's too late. It's fucking done. Let them off free in the world. Let them do what they need to do.
Yeah, you did your best. You parented them the best you could in the beginning, and sometimes you just gotta let the kids be who they're gonna be. I guess that's not a bad argument.
Yeah, we're not all trolls. I keep all my stuff in that group. All right, I've had a few bans from Facebook, but who hasn't? You know what I mean? I've just finished another 7 days. It's my fault. I got caught. The big fat girls with titties shouldn't have been fucking shared, but I did, and that's how it is.
And then Facebook took it down, right? They
Facebook took it down. Told me I'm a bad man. Give me 7 days in Facebook prison again. I can just look at everyone's memes and not react or share my own. And then they save up and fester and get worse. And I share them in different groups and not in the All of the 6 because they're not really appropriate for there anymore.
Right. Do you have a line? Do you know the line for the Facebook group? The All
Yeah,
of the 6?
there's a line. There's no there's a line of, here you go, this is okay for there, but not that one maybe. I'll send that to Fusco privately and see his reaction first.
Right. I'm a very bad judge of character or of any of this. So.
But saying you're harbouring internet trolls in one All of the 6 Facebook group. I mean, we're not all trolls. There's a couple people. There's one fake profile on there, and that's because he got banned from his normal one and wants to come back to Facebook.
Right. Right.
Just because Zuckerberg's around. I mean, you hate Zuckerberg, Josh. Don't be trying to get up his ass now. Like, oh, the group is bad. Fuck off.
Accurate.
Fuck me.
100% accurate.
Right now, you're so far up his ass. His Adam's apple's your nose.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then Josh trying to get rid of us. I now know what it's like to have a parent that hates me. You know what I mean?
Well, you should have already known that.
You know that anyway, for sure.
My parents love me. Go fuck yourself. So I think your argument. I think you're just being a bit of a snowflake. I didn't realize you were the snowflake. I thought Fusco would have been the snowflake, to be honest, with his age and stuff. But me and Josh are the same age, and I thought, right, cool, yeah, I can really get into this. Journey All of the 6 actually started being a patron because of the group, because I felt like I'm actually included in all this shit now.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
You take that away from me.
Somebody did message me that one of their arguments was that the All of 6 group brings us patrons on occasion because people are like, oh my god, this is crazy. This is fun. This is what I want to be part of. You're two people I know of for sure. I didn't realize that's how you came to be with us, but.
Oh no, I came to be. I've only been playing. I started learning pipes like August before the lockdown came in, so not even that. Just over a year and a half now. And the guy teaching me, Jonathan Emery, is also one of your patrons, and he's like, "Oh, check this out. These are amazing. You guys are my first taste of band world for pipe bands."
But that was the podcast, right? Or was it all of the 6? Which one did you
No,
come
it's
to first?
the podcast, yeah.
Okay.
Hashtag one of the 6.
Right.
Hashtag FU Joe Brady.
So when you came to the podcast, you were like, "Oh my god, these fucking guys, they're sick, but it's funny." So I'm in.
Yeah, this is how pipe bands are. This is all the shit that goes on that no one talks about. All the shit you do when you're out getting fucking smashed.
Correct. We know. I was thinking about this today. Jack Lee, for example, who distances himself from any kind of controversy, right? Very, very hard and clear. Like he runs when there's anything controversial. But he's got a career to protect, and I understand that to a certain extent. But he 100% knows and understands and I don't want to say participates because I have no knowledge.
No,
of this,
but agrees.
But knows that
Yeah.
in SFU there's a lot of shit that happens, and just like in every band, and it's a group of people that we brought together, not really intentionally. We were just creating a show just to be dickheads and because we like to hear ourselves talk, I guess. But it created a sort of a camaraderie of, oh my god, this is all going on. Like most people are playing their band, and other than the UK, never see anybody else except at the Highland Games, and here we are bringing people together in a lot of ways. Sorry, go ahead.
All right. I mean, we're all on a closed Facebook group. It's not even like everyone can see it, and it's not like it spills over onto the actual chat around public pages. The hashtag that was used last time was one of the 6, not hashtag all of the 6. So it's not even the group; it's the actual fucking podcast.
Right, exactly correct.
And I blame Josh for creating this.
Sure, and I guess Josh doesn't want to be. He's
like
decided,
like Dr. Frankenstein.
right.
My monster haunts me constantly.
I mean, and Aussie Broad should get it because she's got a really good sense of humor, unlike you. So I think she'll fully understand what's going on all this.
Also, Stefan, you gonna accept that moderator invite I sent you?
What, you sent
You
the
can't-
moderator
you can't-
invite? Yeah, but that's
Dude,
so you
you
can
can't
distance
fucking
yourself.
make changes until this is over. Like, what's the point of this? Why
Yeah,
are we
there's-
bothering going through this? if we're
Why
just
would you?
gonna
Why would you send me a
do what you
moderator?
want?
I'm worse than everyone on there. I can tell you this now. I just don't send it all. But if you want to see some of the, I'm in charge of a few groups like this, but they're worse.
Well, the reason I'm
You
making,
don't want to see what he's.
the reason that I'm making changes is because I cannot be trusted, obviously.
Can't be trusted.
So I have
no.
I have to leave this in the hands of you, very capable gentlemen.
But distancing yourself now, it's too late. You're already involved. It's part of the podcast.
Yeah, like. What's
I mean,
the
you've got,
best
for
case
example,
scenario?
you got the Discord. I thought, right, I'll have a go with Discord because I use it for gaming. So I joined the Discord channel. It's fucking dead.
That's true. Very few people.
There is more life in an old people's home. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's great. I love Discord, but nobody really uses it.
Yeah, and then I can't see myself going, oh, I'll use this as my new social media. There's nothing better than sitting down, taking a massive shit, just flicking through Facebook and seeing what's happening.
You're gonna like the new cover photo.
Jesus Christ.
What have you done to me now?
Is it like an asshole? Like Rob McCallum's asshole or something?
I'll send you a picture of my asshole. It's fucking
No,
disgusting.
please don't. Send it to Rab. Big Rab. We'll send you a sticker.
Yeah, we do still send. This the audience.
Hold on, that's
the
a
audience
great
may have
point.
forgotten about this.
Whose idea was that?
We still send.
Josh's idea.
We still
Absolutely.
send stickers if you text Big Rab a picture of your asshole.
Right.
See, now,
That's
you're saying that, and that's endorsed by the podcast, but what if Big Rab decides one day, fuck it, that's offensive, I'm not happy with that? Then the whole podcast is just doing what all of the 6 is just done.
What else is he gonna jerk off to?
like
I'll send him some pictures of my face, you can enjoy that.
Nobody's gonna enjoy that, bro.
Go fuck yourself.
so.
We're not all pasty.
Any other last arguments you'd like to?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we should give final thoughts to Stefan since he took the time to call in.
Our final thoughts.
And
wow,
stay
wow.
up this late just to participate.
Yeah, I've been up now for just over 20 hours, so I'm good. First of all, final thoughts. You need to bring a few of the old characters back. I'm missing a few of them. Fast Eddie is amazing. Get MLK on more because she just makes me laugh against Fusco. Drink more. All of the 6 should stay. Josh should stop being a bitch and just fucking leave it.
I wish we had control of Fast Eddie, to be quite honest. He does what he does, and
I still don't know who Fast Eddie is.
I have no idea. I have theories, but
I had
no real
suspicions that it was Angel, but
Me too.
I don't.
Yeah, where is Angel?
I don't think that's right.
I don't think it's Angel.
Where is Angel? Why has he not been on?
Because Angel is Angel. You've heard. You know how Angel is.
If I can't get him to a band, if I can't get him to a band practice, I'm not gonna be able to get him to a podcast.
Cahill's corner turned into Ozzy Broad's corner. Now both of them fucked it off. What's going on there?
Well, Cahill. Okay, so the
Yeah,
Cahill
well,
thing,
pipe band folk are mercurial fucking folk.
Well, here's
what are you gonna do?
Here's another great example. Cahill was happy to participate, and then Cahill became part of an association, and then Josh offended everybody at said association, and then Cahill decided to distance himself because
it's all my fault.
It's not.
Sorry, Fusco. Was that through the Facebook group or was that through the podcast?
It was through the podcast.
Just wondering.
So then Cahill, distanced himself, and he said, "I'll be back when I'm out because I'm going to do this for a year, and I just don't want to be sort of associated." Guess what he was associated by? The podcast. There was no Facebook group at the time, and he just sort of has stayed away from them. I keep in touch with him, but he doesn't really participate. Like, okay, like this, your sins are your sins, Josh. Like, yeah, you can apologize for him, but like, it already exists. Like, you either have to take it all down, which, of course, I don't support. But if your argument holds water, and that's how you feel, then all of this is bad. That's my final thoughts.
And with that,
you don't have any final thoughts?
I don't know. No, I don't have any final thoughts.
Stop being a bitch.
Yes, stop being a bitch. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead.
Gone.
Stefan, just give it, dude. I gotta do like a clean exit. Come on now.
Gone.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right.
I'm going.
He's giving you your own joke back at you.
And with that,
what are we doing?
Stefan's going to play us out.